Right, time to get your lazy behind up out of that chair and face the ferret run. Summer's coming. I'm talking to myself, of course. So join me for a ferret enclosure deep clean. Yay! If you followed the channel for a while, you'll know I like to change things up in the ferrets run every now and then, just to keep things fresh. And every couple of months I throw in a deep clean to make sure everything's spick and span, with no secret poo corners lurking. Spoiler alert, there is one. You know what they say, a change is as good as a rest? And with ferrets, that couldn't be more true. Now, I'm not going to patronise you with a step-by-step guide on how to clean a ferret run. It works just like cleaning your house, only with more ferret poop. But here's the highlights. Step 1, contain the floof.
It won't be for long. Just need a couple of hours.
They look pretty devastated, but this is usually snooze o'clock for ferrets. So once they settle, they should sleep through the clean and beyond. Wouldn't it be nice to nap through the whole day and wake up with a sparkly clean home? Oh, to be a ferret. With the noodles safely tucked away, I emptied the runs. It was then I discovered Zoro's secret poo corner under a pallet. I'll spare you the fossilised poop montage, just know my trowel now has PTSD. With empty runs, it's my favourite part, the jet washing. Please tell me I'm not the only one who finds this deeply, soul-cleansingly satisfying. Everything needs a really good clean to make sure no bacteria, mould or insects are lurking inside. Although Wriggles isn't against munching on the odd spider. If you have an outside run, you do need to keep an eye out for slugs and snails though, just like with dogs, because they can carry worms, which is not something you want your ferret to eat. Regular viewers will know we lost Floofy last year. Duke in peace, little buddy. So we're spoilt with 2 runs to choose from, and I'm switching them over to the unused side for a little extra variety. And with some spatial reasoning that would make a Tetris champion weep, I was finished.
And there we are, all ready for play. It's not so much about buying new stuff with ferrets, it's just rearranging and using the stuff that they already have in different ways. So I've got their hedgehog house under there. I've got the structure that I made for them. Tube here. But I don't want them to back all the way up into that corner to poop because it's difficult to clean. So I've actually put a bristly brush there, so it's not pleasant to back into. Then we've got raised platform. I've actually made this space deliberately open enough for me to get in here and play. There's their rug, I put their sand up there. That may turn out to be a bad idea depending on how much they kick out. I've got a little snuggle space. You'll notice here we're actually a bit more sheltered. So there's only sort of a small area for the rain to come down. And so this side just generally keeps drier. And then of course, stash spot for Scruffles. There's a few things around for Scruffles to try and stash away already. I've made an interesting loopity-loop with the tunnel there, another tunnel there, and then the large cat carrier. Inside it is a hammock, which they like to go and sit in that, and also I put a little snuggle cuddle spot in there as well. Swinging basket, cuddle spot there, and water there, and another small place to poo if they happen to be up this end. The other thing about this side of the run is the sun rises over there, which as you can see it's sheltered, sets over there, which as you can see it's not sheltered. So in the afternoon the sun comes blaring in from that side, and this side of the run is kind of almost in full sunshine for most of the afternoon into the evening, which isn't ideal for ferrets because they like to be cooler than warmer. Roll on playtime.
I'd cleaned the inside cage the day before, so it was nice and dry for the bedding and cat litter trays to go back in.
In case you're wondering what litter I use, I've recently switched over to this. It's called Breeder Select. It is 99% recycled paper, and I recently found out that the wood pellets I was using are not great for the ferrets, so check out the link here if you want to know more about that.
With all the dirty work behind me, there is just one thing left.
Scruffles, what are you doing?
enjoying this squeaky clean space with my fur tubes, my long boys, my cat's spagoot noodles. You know, this community really does have some very creative names for their ferrets. What do you call your taffy rats? Drop a comment below and I'll see you next time, Floof Crew.